Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. Happy New Year. Hopefully this is going up on January 1st. And this is an introduction for a new project on my channel. I have not done a rolling project pan since the very start of my YouTube channel in 2021. Those videos are still live, so if you want to check those out and just see where I've come from 2021. That is crazy to think that that was almost 4 years ago, but man, I'm excited for 2025. I have some pretty big goals this year. If you've been following me for, some time, you knew that 2024 was my year of touching everything in my collection, very small usage goals and projects, and just rotating through items fairly quickly. This year, I am going to be doing quite a few finish goals, hit pan goals, high usage goals, and I am so excited to see the difference in my collection by the end of 2025. My inventory, I'm supposed to be getting it up on December 31st to start the new year. Hopefully I got that done. I'm actually filming this before I'm filming that. So we'll see if I can make it happen, but I'm filming this on the 30th of December, so it's very, very close to the new year. And if you're not familiar with my channel, I am doing mostly panning content. I throw in some get ready with me's every now and then. I love palette bingos. I think they're so fun. And hopefully I am going to throw in some maybe like day in the life vlogs, getting my ish together for 2025. I am newly, I can't say that anymore. I have a baby. I have a toddler. He is 16 months old. And so I have, an interesting life, even though I'm at home most of the time. It's not interesting at all. Why am I saying that? I'm trying to make it interesting in 2025. Let's say that. If you're a mom, you know what I mean. You feel like you do nothing all day, but somehow your day is filled. So anyway, let's get back to panning content. I have 10 products that I want to, again, hit some big goals on. This is rolling, so if I meet my goal, I will just roll something else in, but I'll always have 10 items in this project, and I don't necessarily need to roll in a similar item. For instance, if I meet a goal on a foundation, I don't have to roll in a foundation to replace it. It's likely that I will, but it's not going to be one of my rules. I am posting this intro, January 1st, but I want to do my monthly updates on the 30th of every month. I just didn't want to wait for my intro until January 30th, you know what I mean? I want to be able to show my usage from January, and so my first update will be on January 30th. I do have an optional refresh for every season. So if something that I'm using in the winter won't necessarily work for me in the spring, I have an option to roll it out, even if I had not met my goal yet. But I will have my refreshes on the March 30th update, the June 30th update, and then the September 30th update. And then my finale on December 30th, 2025. So I think that's all of the stuff that I need to say. So let's get into the products that I'm starting this rolling project pan with for 2025. I'm just going to go in order of application, how I would apply it to my face. The first item is a primer, and it is my Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. This is currently in my Panoply project for 30 uses, and I have not hit my goal yet, but I will hit my goal probably in about a month or so. So I just wanted to roll this in, and my goal is to finish this. This is where I'm at currently, but again, I'm not done using this in my Panoply project, so I'm not going to track it quite yet. When I finish my goals for Panoply, I will weigh it after, and so we have a nice good starting point for this project, and hopefully I will get that done before the first update, January 30th, and then we can start tracking this in this project. The second item is a foundation, and oh, I did want to say, so this is my oldest primer. It was my only primer for a few months, but then my friend Jamie from The Impulsive Panner decluttered her Danessa Myricks primer to me, so now that is my second primer. But this is the oldest primer I have, and I got it in March of 2022, so it's almost 3 years old. But I just recently opened it, so it's not as old as it seems. Because I just opened it, so, but I do really want to get it done, obviously. The foundation that I'm rolling in is also my oldest foundation. It is from August 2019. Yes. And it is also one of my favorite foundations, so I'm very sad to roll this in, but it is my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I have some markings on it from previous projects, so this bottom line is where we are starting. Hopefully you can see the demarcation from the product settling. What shade is this? This is 1C0 Shell. Very old foundation, and it's basically been open since August 2019. I had bought this for an option for my wedding, which was in October 2019. Of course, this I knew I loved this foundation at the time. This was a repurchase. I feel like this is the holy grail for a lot of people, and I would probably say it is for me too. I will swatch it. I don't want to ruin the line marking though, so I'm going to be very careful. And my goal is to finish this. This is the shade. It is such a good shade match for me, which is, again, another reason that I'm sad to pan it. But it needs out. It's almost 5 years old. So my battery's blinking at me, which is so rude, but I'm going to change my battery and be right back. Okay, next is a concealer, and I am rolling in my Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. This is not my oldest concealer. I got this November 2023, so really it's only a year old, but it is open, and my oldest concealer is actually not even open at all. So I want to finish this one before I open my oldest concealer. I have this in the shade 0.5 All Good, and I have gotten a little bit of use out of this year. I would say maybe like 20 uses. I had it in a project for 10 uses at one point, but I have been using it since then. There's no windowing, there's nothing, so I will be weighing this, I guess. I think I have finished this before. This is a repurchase, and it does settle when it's done, and the stopper was really easy to take out, so I do plan on taking the stopper out when I get close. But this is that concealer swatched. It is a pretty good shade for me if I want to like do very bright under eyes. That's not really the look that I've been going for lately. I'm just wearing a color corrector under my eyes today, and I've been really loving using my Catrice under eye corrector just by itself, but I really need to get this done, so I plan on mixing this with things. Sometimes if I use it, I'll use it just like right here. So I use a very small amount of this, so I anticipate this taking quite a long time to finish, but it is my goal. Next, I'm going to be rolling in a cream contour, and this is from Pearl Beauty. This is an indie brand created by Alana, or is it Alana? I don't know how she pronounced it, but she is a Canadian living in Ireland, and she's one of the like beauty gurus that I have followed since way back YouTube, and she has her own beauty brand. I actually don't follow her anymore. I did a really big like digital declutter a few months ago, and I don't follow her anymore, but I still think she's amazing if you want to follow her. but I've used about half of this. This is actually, like, it's like a multi-stick. They market it as a multi-stick, but a cream blush. But it's very dark for me. It's in the shade Real Depth, so it makes sense that it's dark, but this is what the product looks like. This is it all the way rolled up. You can see the plastic packaging. Hopefully you can see that. And this is very old as well. I got this in December of 2021. This is my oldest cream contour bronzer product. So I want to finish this. I think I will mark this in my panning book, but I'll just show this to you, and I might do a comparison in each video by doing that as well. But I'll also be showing like line markings in each update. But this is it rolled all the way down. And I will swatch it. I should have swatched it. This is kind of like a rosy brown. No, it doesn't look rosy. It used to look rosy. I've been experiencing, in my brain, I remember things differently. This happened with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I remember it being a really great shade for me, but when I used it in a project recently, it was like yellow. I remember this being very rosy, and now it's not looking rosy at all. So maybe it has changed. Maybe it's so old that it has changed, but I'm going to be using this. I can underpaint with this. I can put it over foundation. I can use it as a mixer. I can do whatever I want with it to use it up, but that is my goal, to finish. The next product is also cream, and it is a cream blush. This is my oldest cream blush. You see a theme here. It is my LYS, what do they call it? Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Confident. And I also got this in December of 2021. I had panned this last year, or I guess this year, well, last year, 2024 Graveyard Project. So there is a pan in this, and I've used it to franken a product that I will share in a second. But I've decided that I don't really like using this by itself. I considered decluttering this, but as you can see, I scraped a little bit out, and I have frankened it into like this rosy cream contour, which now I'm realizing that I have 2 contour products in this project. But I can use this as a cream blush too. I have had this in multiple projects this year, so you have seen it already, but this is that cream blush mixed with a concealer and a blue eyeshadow. Let me put them next to each other. So my goal this year is to finish this cream blush. And I plan on doing that by finishing this product up and then using it to franken more. So I might create like a franken blush when I'm finished with this product. It's really not that deep. There's really not that much product in here. So maybe I'll create more of like a pinky blush next time I use it to franken. But these are actually very shallow. So there's not a ton of product in here. So I feel like maybe I could finish this by like the 6-month mark of this year. But we'll see. I will, maybe I'll try like weighing this as I use it up. But obviously, like, it's very satisfying to see me scraping chunks out of it. The next product is another Franken. It's my Hourglass. Well, it's not Hourglass. It's actually a Fenty bronzer. that I frankened into my hourglass. And you've seen this on my channel before if you are not new, but I frankened the Fenty bronzer with a blue and green eyeshadow and then like a finishing powder to lighten it up. I use this as my powder contour, and I do want to finish this year. I don't think there's like a ton of product in there, but it will be really satisfying to watch me hit pan and then finish this at some point this year. I don't use like a ton of product. Oh, I haven't been swatching. I always forget. I'll swatch this one. I don't use a ton of product when I use this as a contour. So it's gonna take a while, but that is it. Swatch. It's so nice for my fair skin. Oh, it's my favorite powder contour. Let me swatch the LYS blush. So I'm gonna swatch the original next to my Franken. Here's the original shade Confident, and that is the shade that I frankened. So look at the difference here. I wonder if I should franken these together. I'm shocked how orange that is looking. Truly. But I haven't used it in 2 years. So it's probably changed quite a bit. Okay. So now I'm going to be rolling in a powder blush, and I've seen people pan these in the past and it seemed relatively easy, but I'm going to roll in my Essence The Blush in the shade 10 Befitting. There we go. I just want to hit pan in this. This is my oldest powder blush, and it does have a little bit of wear, but obviously like the logo is still on there, or the imprint. So when did I get this? I got this in December 2021 as well. And this is my oldest blush. So I will take pictures, of course, and we will see how long it takes to hit pan. I forgot to mention, I do have dates for the Fenty bronzer that this is mainly made up of, and I had got that in March of 2022. So it's almost 3 years old. Oops. Next, I have been, I guess, teasing this. I did have a spoiler about this in my Throwback 30 project pan, but I'm rolling in my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. This is my oldest highlighter, and I'm gonna try to hit pan in this. This is a baked product, so it's gonna take forever. It's also very tall, like the dome. I don't know if it's gonna, there we go. But you can see that I have, oh, hello, I have flattened it. Okay, it's not working. I will have pictures. Have you ever hit pan on one of these? Let me know how long it took you. I'm sure I have at least 100 uses on this already, and I feel like it's going to take at least like 200 more. Like I said, this is the oldest highlighter I have. I got this in September of 2014. This is 10 years old. I need to get this out. It still performs great. So, like, I don't have a reason to get rid of it, but I know. Let me swatch. It's top 2 highlighters in my collection, even still. It's crazy that there have been so many highlighters that have come out, but this is still one of my favorites, and it's ancient. So that is in to hit pan. And then I have 2 lip products that I want to work on this year. I'm going to roll in this lip liner to finish. This is from Temu, and I mean, I don't think I'll ever buy makeup from Temu again, but I have this, and so I need to use it. This is where it's currently at. I will have line markings on the screen as well. This has no words, no name, no brand, no nothing, and it's kind of like a neutral color. It is, I mean, it's a little warm for my preferences. There it is there, but I can use this basically every day, and I want to get it out of my collection, so I'm just gonna use it up. I can use it a couple of times before having to sharpen it, but it is pretty creamy, so I will have to sharpen it a little bit more frequently than some other formulas, so hopefully I can have this done maybe in 6 months or so. And then the very last product is a stain. This is from L'Oreal. It's their matte rouge lip stain, and this is the shade I Choose. This is my oldest lip product in my collection, and it is from May 2023. I do have a window here, and currently my goal is just 50 uses, so I don't want to necessarily finish this. And it is quite bright neutral pink, so I'm not going to be able to wear it with every single look. There. So I didn't want to finish it. It still performs great. It still smells like an Otter Pop. I love the smell of these. But yeah, 50 uses. We'll see what that does to the weight. And I mean, I don't think that will finish this product, but maybe I'll get like halfway there. So those are the products that I'm going to start my rolling project pan with. Like I said, as I meet goals, I will roll new items in. I'm so excited for this new year of panning, and I'm so excited to follow you in your journey of panning. So let me know down below where I can follow you, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, or obviously like the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group. I'm not on there a ton, but I mean, I see some people's updates on there, but I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you think I'll do with these items. Cheer me on in the comments. I would really appreciate any encouragement that you can offer, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope you subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.